Hey guys, we are back with another review. Today we're going to be looking at Support Max Joint from Strom. As you can see, I've got a nice little collection here from one of my favorite brands because I don't just review them, I actually buy them with my own money because one thing Strom do is they produce effective supplements. So, obviously, in this review, we're going to be talking about Support Max Joint. In the next few reviews, I will be talking about the new and improved Glycomax. Got quite a few servings left, where with this one, literally one capsule left. So, as always, guys, we're going to break it down into segments. We're going to talk about the price, the effectiveness, and of course, and in this video, we actually have Richard Foster himself, Strom Nutrition, talking about the ingredients. So let's get to it.
Hi, my name's Rick from Strom, and we're going to talk you through Support Max Joint. Support Max Joint is it's my favourite product, and it's my favourite product because it helped me carry on training. I know that's massively emotionally biased, but I'm going to go with it. It comes in two forms, a powdered version and a capsule version. They are both technically exactly the same. The main difference is that because one of the primary ingredients is something called hydrocoke, which is a water-soluble hydrolyzed curcumin, the powdered version, there is an argument that it gets absorbed slightly quicker. Now, this is mostly anecdotal. There should be no difference. But what we do find is that the powerlifters and the strongmen tend to prefer the powdered version. They feel that it kicks in slightly quicker, despite the fact that if you spill it or get it on your fingers, it will stain you, your children, your ancestors, the family pet, and anyone else that comes within 50 meters of your home. So handle with care. They both contain the same ingredients. Anecdotally, the powder kicks in slightly quicker, but after a period of time, they both give the same result. Like with a lot of my favorite products, it's a relatively simple panel. It contains only 6 ingredients. So we'll start from the top. The first ingredient is glucosamine sulfate at 1400 milligrams. Now, glucosamine is one of those ingredients that we know works. It takes a long time to be truly effective, and it helps with joint integrity. It's something you should take long term to see a result from. Hydrocoke is the second ingredient. It's a water-soluble version of curcumin that has fantastic bioavailability. That's our primary anti-inflammatory powerhouse of the product. That's the thing that within 2 or 3 days you notice things like your tendonitis, things like your tennis elbow, things like that little niggle in your shoulder, they've started to disappear. Obviously, I can't guarantee or promise you that, but anecdotally. The next ingredient is Cissus quadrilangus. Cissus has been used in traditional medicine for years and years and years to promote bone healing and to reduce painful joints. We've got a little bit of vitamin C up next. Vitamin C is in there as a cofactor to glucosamine sulfate in terms of collagen repair. And after that, we've got hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid at 200 milligrams. Prior to Support Max Joint coming out, I think the next leading product had 30 or 40 milligrams in. I could be wrong on that, but from memory. So we have 200 milligrams of hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is involved in the replenishment of synovial fluid. That's the stuff in your joints that stops your bones grinding on each other. Anyone who's done powerlifting for a long period of time will know what I mean. And to be honest, probably a lot of bodybuilders and strongmen. And then we've got black pepper extract. If you watched our video on Maximize, black pepper extract inhibits an enzyme in your urinary tract and improves the bioavailability of lots of things, but specifically curcumin by a huge percentage. Now, the curcumin that we use is already water soluble, so it's already got improved bioavailability, but combining it with black pepper extract improves that effect. So what do we have with Support Max Joint? What we have is a two-faceted or a double-faceted product. Primarily, the action that you will feel is from the hydrocoke, and that's going to take away inflammation and soreness that may well be preventing healing. The secondary action is more subtle and more long-term. The combination of Cissus, hyaluronic acid, and glucosamine are going to contribute to long-term joint integrity and healing. The product can be used in a couple of ways. If you've picked up an injury or a niggle, or you've got something that's starting to become a repetitive issue, it can be used to help deal with that. What I'd love to see people do is to use it as a preventative. It's much easier to avoid breaking something than it is to fix it afterwards. We can't, it won't make you invulnerable to injuries, but it is going to give you the best possible chance of reducing wear and tear on joints before you've reached a point where it's a problem. In terms of how you physically use the product, whether it's the powder version or the tablet version, the only instruction you need to bear in mind is that because curcumin is such a potent anti-inflammatory, and it's a type of anti-inflammatory that will inhibit the inflammatory response to training, which is the thing that tells your body to grow, you want to take it as far away from training as you can. So if you train in the morning, take it in the evening. If you train in the evening, take it in the morning. Some people will then ask, oh, well, I train midday, when should I do it? Or they'll panic about it. It's not that big a deal. Just try not to take it immediately post-workout is the takeaway message from that. You get 40 servings in a tub, whether it's powder or capsule. So you've got just over a month's supply. And the capsule version is 4 green tablets a day. The powder version is 1 scoop a day. To avoid stainage, we generally recommend using a teaspoon to get it out rather than the scoop that comes in the tub. The scoop in the tub's perfect, it's just that you're going to have to get your fingers all in there to get it out, and I cannot stress enough the staininess of HydroCake.
Now, price-wise, as a joint supplement, this is definitely not one of the cheapest out there. I was using one previously from, I think, Dedicated Nutrition, and that was okay. That was actually a decent joint support supplement, and it was about half the price. So how does this stack up to it? Obviously, we had Richard talking about all the ingredients, especially talking about HydroChuck, the main supplement ingredient within Support Max joints. So this retails for $39.99. So it's actually one of the most premium priced joint support supplements you can buy right now. But as always, got you guys covered with a 10% discount code using the code UNDEROR10. This works out to be $35.99. So, you know, that does help a little bit. On top of that, there are 40 servings. So 40 servings, it works actually to be 89 pence per serving. So that's actually bang on average, really. So it's actually really was priced. So 40 servings, which is obviously at least 10 servings more than what you would buy in something else. I mean, don't forget, this does contain 160 capsules. Yeah, there it is right there. So yeah, start off with $35.99 with the code, but you are getting 40 servings at 160 capsules as well. As always, very similar to what Glycomax. I mean, this has 300 capsules. Totally different supplement, of course, but again, it's maximum dose 5 capsules. You don't have to use all of it, obviously, with that. But when it comes to Support Max Joint, I definitely recommend using the maximum dose for obviously aches and pains as opposed to carb intake. So 89 pence per serving. I actually think that's really reasonable. Don't forget, you are getting some serious doses in here, and as well you are getting HydroChuck. I've not seen HydroChuck in anything else, but you are getting a really powerful, effective Support Max, a support joint supplement. So obviously price is out the way. Now we're going to talk about the effectiveness. Is it worth buying it? In all honesty, yet again, Strom have produced something that I'm a big fan of. So a lot of you might not know that, or that one of you might know. When I was, so I'll be 32 next month. So when I was 8, living in Cyprus, that's where I'm from originally, I was actually run over. So when about 24 years ago, and it hit hard, run over, and fractured my right leg badly. And since then, I mean, being in hospital for 6 months as well, my leg, especially my ankle, has never been the same. So with my job as well, on a busy day, standing up for a good 10 hours a day, it's pretty painful. So hence why I've been on so many painkillers over the years, and obviously using support supplements for healthy joints and whatnot. So the first few days of taking this, the first thing I noticed wasn't even my ankle, it was actually my rotary cuff. So I actually busted my rotary cuff about 2.5 years ago, and obviously, it's improved massively. But sleeping on it, because I do sleep on my right hand side, my right shoulder, it's quite uncomfortable. The first few days of taking Support Max Joint, it's my shoulder that I notice more than my ankle. And obviously less painful. I end up sleeping better because of it, because you know my shoulder wasn't hurting. And then obviously during lockdown, I haven't been able to do any weights because I don't have any at home, as I'm a gym member. Obviously I started speed walking, jogging, whatever you can think of, averaging about to start off with, about 3.5 kilometers a day, which for me was pretty decent. But obviously my ankle was pretty painful. So there's so much I can do with it. Cut long story short, the more I started using Support Max joint, my ankle massively improved, less inflammation. I end up doing twice the distance, and I have been putting it on Instagram stories. I've been doing between 5 and 6, and sometimes even over 6K, which for me is a huge accomplishment because I'm not the fittest person around. And mind you, with my ankle being better, I would perform better. So in all honesty, as a joint supplement, this is the best I've used. Yes, it's the most expensive, but the most effective. That's just how it works. But mind you, you're getting 160 capsules, and each time I've used maximum dose, I didn't, cut short, because obviously my ankle's been bad, and as well my shoulder's been bad as well. I've suffered that for 2.5 years, by the way. Again, it's acted as a painkiller to start off with. I was really skeptical when that happened, but then I just carried on using it. So my shoulder, since then, it's been great, and my ankle, I can't fault it. It's definitely the most effective joint support supplement I've used so far. And again, only a brand like Strom for me is able to do that. Again, simple formula, 5-6 ingredients. Highly dosed, reasonably priced. Again, with the discount code $35.99 per servings, 40 servings. Again, you're getting more servings than your standard support supplement anyway, which is around 25 to 30. This is 40 maximum dose. Solid 10 out of 10. So that's it, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. I forgot how many subscribers we have. I think it's just over 2,000. But the Glycomax new and improved is coming soon. Getting close to that as well. That's been pretty solid with that as well. And yeah, that's it, guys. Again, thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, and follow if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow Strom, which I'm pretty sure all of you do anyway watching this. And I'll catch you in the next one.